Hello, this is Jana with the Hype Lounge, and today we have Marissa Ponich, also known as M. Ponich on TikTok, with us. We're going to be talking with her about her story on TikTok. And she is known for her fun-loving, funny comedic videos on TikTok, and she likes to infuse her background in fencing. She talks about her addiction to TikTok and her amazing and supportive husband who also fences with her. So, that being said, Marissa, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Yeah.
All right.
It's my
Good,
day
good.
off from fencing, so
Oh, really? That's so
yeah.
interesting. I actually have never met anyone who fenced or who did that professionally. So I'd love to hear a little bit more about that because that's unique and that's part of your background. So you are on the national fencing team for Canada.
Y- Yes. So I fence on the national fencing team. A little bit about me was I started fencing when I was 19, which is actually way later than most people start fencing.
Oh,
Most
wow.
people start fencing around 9 or 10. Um, and basically, I would say by the time I was 25, I was on the national fencing team. And then I've been on it since. I'm 33 now. Um, yeah, and then I basically started fencing because of my husband. He
Oh,
got me involved in the sport. And yeah, I basically fence 6 days a week,
my goodness.
um, 3 hours,
Workout.
3 hours a day, 6 days a week. And then I also do physical training for fencing during my lunch break because I also work a full-time job.
Oh,
Um, so
okay.
I'm
Wow.
I'm a clerk for
It,
the municipality that I live in,
okay.
and
A lot.
yeah, so I lead a very busy life.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. That's you have this very hugely athletic, you know, outlet in your life, and then you have something that's very intellectual and corporate as well. So, um, so tell me about why you, I guess, decided to start fencing. Why did you choose that as your sport, and then how did you um, get to that point where you were able to professionally compete and um,
Yeah, so basically, I started when Andrew, who's my husband, introduced me. He showed me a little bit about the sport, and I was interested because, like, swords are cool.
yes.
And so I went to go watch him at a competition
Oh,
because
wow.
I didn't want to choose because there's three weapons in fencing. There's foil, épée, and saber.
Okay.
And I didn't want to choose
Pretending I know
saber.
what that means.
And I didn't want to choose saber just because he fenced saber.
Hmm.
So I went to a competition to watch him and to watch all three weapons so that I could kind of like make a decision about what I wanted to try.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So I watched foil and épée and I got a little bored. And then I watched saber and I thought it was really, really cool.
Okay.
Saber, out of the three weapons, is the fastest and most aggressive.
Ah,
So you can hit, it's usually with a cutting motion, and you can hit anywhere above the waist,
okay. Yeah, I was
excluding the.
watching you in your live, and I was kind of getting a sense of the different movements that you were doing, and it obviously seemed to be very much more focused on the upper.
Mhm.
It is a lot of footwork. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, it looks very intricate. Um,
yes.
it
Yeah.
almost feels like there's a bit of a dance. It's very, I wouldn't say choreographed, but I would say you know, it's a very technical thing that you're learning.
Yeah.
And
So it's kind of like a lot of people have compared it to like physical chess because you also have to think ahead.
wow,
So you have to think of like how your opponent is going to react to you because you're trying to get your opponent to react
yeah,
to do what you want them to do, but they're also trying to do the same thing. So you kind
I
of
love
have to
that.
try to be a couple steps ahead of them and kind of
Exactly.
be like, oh, well, what move are they going to do now? And what am I going to do to counter that move? Um,
Amazing.
and it's a lot. it's very much based on distance, and footwork is by far the most important part of it, because like if you're too close, you're going to get caught. If you're too far, then you give them all the space to do whatever the hell they want. So it's kind of,
Scary.
yeah.
Wow, very, very cool. Thank you for sharing that. So I would like to hear kind of how you balance that. Obviously, you have a full-time job in addition to your to fencing, and fencing takes up so much time, and it takes such a big commitment, and so many hours. So then how do you also manage to make so many awesome videos for TikTok? And yeah, because I know
Well,
from making my videos, they could take hours too. You know, you're
yeah, I
take
have
after
a
take.
system. I feel like I have a system down
Yeah,
for like my videos. So
feedback.
like they don't take me as long as they used to. But then I don't know, a lot of them I'll do on the weekends where I have more time. I'm kind of interested to see what happens when I get back into competition, because competitions, when they're like going normally, I would be going to at least one competition almost every month. Um, the last couple years, I've traveled to 10 different countries for fencing each year. So like every month, I was almost going to a different country.
Oh wow.
And then the nice thing about my job is that they're supportive of that. So they've always given me the time off that I've needed to be able to pursue my goals in fencing, which eventually is the Olympics. So yeah, so I'm trying to do that. But then
Amazing.
with TikTok, I found one of the biggest things that I've been able it's actually been helping me with my fencing, because one of the biggest things for me before was I always cared about what people thought of me. And it would sometimes impact my fencing because I would be worried about what people thought of my fencing, or what people thought of like my competitions and stuff like that. And then being out there on TikTok more, I feel has helped me kind of like I'm honestly just having fun and being who I am. And I have like the biggest following on TikTok compared to like Instagram or Facebook.
Sure.
And it's because I'm showing more of who I really am, right? Like these videos are able to show more of my sense of humor, more of like, and then I can show my passion for the sport of fencing in them. I can like, so I just feel like it's helped me get out there a little bit more and start to overcome some of the things that have been holding me back.
I would love to hear about how you started on TikTok. I'm sure when you first started, you just kind of thought like, what is this? Like what is this app that everybody is supposedly so addicted to? And eventually, obviously, you got your groove, and it just you kind of took it from there, and now it's become something that yeah, you're really starting to grow. Um, so so tell me about that, your journey of how you got started.
So actually, it was one of my fencing teammates who suggested TikTok to me.
Wow, everything
And
was
then
amazing.
I was like, no. So I was like, no, I'm like, I'm too old. I don't have the time for TikTok. I'm not gonna get involved, right?
Yeah.
And then like I was like, oh, well, I kind of want to like see some videos. So then I made an account so that I could kind of like start watching some videos. Then I was watching videos, and then I was like, oh, this is really funny, or oh, that I really like this. And then I was like, oh, I could create some of my own videos. And so eventually I just kind of was like, okay, I'll put out some videos, like just a couple here and there. And then very quickly, I went down the TikTok rabbit hole.
Exactly.
I remember like um, messaging my best friend and being like, I did something bad. And she was like, what? And I was like, I'm down the TikTok rabbit hole.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god. That's so
I was
funny.
like, I'm so addicted right now. And like, it would be like whether I was watching videos, I was having fun making videos. And then, yeah, it just kind of grew from there. And the big thing was is like when I started making videos and getting more involved, I started gaining like this community around me.
Right.
And so like to me that was really special because it's like I've made connections with so many different people from around the world,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
which is actually very similar to fencing because like I made connections with people around the world through fencing, and that's its own community. And now I feel like TikTok is another little community that I have where it's just
Wow.
like it's kind of like these people from around the world know me better than some people in my real life know me. And
Yes.
um, because I'm also kind of introverted,
Oh,
and
okay.
so so it's kind of been interesting for me to put myself out there and then have like
Yeah.
all these friends that I actually consider my friends on TikTok, and it's such a loving and kind community. And like
That's
even
wonderful.
it's even been when I've gotten some like, you know, you get the odd negative comment or trolls and stuff on TikTok, but the failing is like I feel like I can stand up against them because I have this solid community around me.
Oh my
So like
gosh.
I
That's
feel
amazing.
I feel okay putting out a video to be like, this is not okay. Like you can't just say this to me and get away with it. Because I have all these friends that I know will like see my video and be like, yeah, you're awesome. Like this person's totally wrong, and they'll have my back and they'll
Right.
support me through that because I would do the same for them.
Yeah. That's
So
That's amazing. Because now that, at some point when you started to kind of gain a bit of a following and a bit of a community, you are going to be opening yourself up to more views. And that unfortunately means that you're going to be exposed to people with different opinions and who are not going to agree with you and who, who might cause trouble on your page. Um, and that just comes with the nature, unfortunately, of, being on a public platform like TikTok. And I do want to kind of get a little bit more into that as well. But I did want to kind of talk also a little bit about some of your viral videos and to kind of get a sense of, because you have a really interesting array of videos. I definitely think that you like to get involved in different trends, but you have a really funny, interesting perspective that you're really, really good at kind of bringing that out in your content. I think it's something that might be fun to talk about actually is that when you went viral, like did you expect it? What was it like? Because I can't even imagine your phone blowing up and like just looking at all these notifications and you're just like, oh my God, like I did something and like so many people are seeing me now and like right? And
yeah.
you're introverted. So that must have been kind of interesting. Must have been like a bit of a shock there, right?
Well, actually, for the first couple that kind of went viral, they were slow burners. So they actually like started slowly, and then the views
Okay.
just kept trickling in. Like
Oh,
one that hit over a million, like I think it's at 1.3 million now.
yeah.
Um, it's like it kind of like just slowly trickled in, and I think it was 2 months later where it finally hit the million views.
So it just
So it didn't,
continued to get views.
yeah, like it just kept going. Like I'd see notifications for it every day, but it's just like every day
That's so
slowly.
interesting.
One of the ones that I would say I have only really had a couple blow up faster,
Yeah.
but when I had one where it was talking about like the like when people tell you that you're missing out on the joy of having children, because I don't have children. And I had that one blow up, and that one happened a lot faster. Like it's still going. And right now I think it's at around 800,000 views.
Okay. Oh my
But
goodness. It's
it
getting
like
there.
was, I would say within, yeah, I would say within like the first 3 days, it was over 200,000 views, right?
Okay.
And um, that one stressed me out a little bit just because it was like, it was so much. And then I was getting like, because it's a little bit more controversial, I was getting more negative comments, and I didn't really expect it because I just posted the video thinking, ha ha ha, this is so funny, like this is just me. And then all of a sudden, like my phone was starting to blow up that day from
Oh,
the video. And I
wow.
was just like, and I was like, what's going on? What's going on? And then I remember talking to my husband later that night, and I was like, I feel so stressed right
Oh my God.
now. Like,
Wow. Okay, so
eventually I got
which
over
video
it.
was that? Because I actually do want to kind of show, if you don't mind, uh,
Yeah.
showing that video. I'm just gonna go actually take a look and see.
She told me put my heart in a bag and nobody gets hurt. Now running from her
That's
love.
awesome.
I'm not told me put my heart.
Wow. Yeah, I thought that was so clever. You know, when you're like wiping your tears with the money that you're basically saving by not having kids, like that. Thought that was just that's like such a, you know, a clever, a subtle way, but um, you know, it's also it's very, it feels very TikTok too, like the way you put it together. So, and this is the
But
one where you got a lot of people commenting, and then you made another video responding, right? Or am I mixing it up?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And I actually had like, so, I had so many comments about like the money, wiping my tears with the money, because like so many people were like, oh my god, the money's so gross. But I was like, I've actually disinfected it with like hospital grade cleaner,
oh my
because like
God.
I'm not stupid, I'm not putting that right beside my eye.
I
So
don't even
like,
think of those things. Like I'm not like bathing in money, but like
no,
I
but
mean, like I guess money is dirty.
or you even get the comments like I had a couple comments where they're like, wow, 45 whole dollars. And I was like, what, do you expect me to take out my bank account and like wipe my
They,
face with like my entire bank account? Like,
they counted it.
it was a joke.
Savage. Like I don't even understand. Like why are people like it's just,
Yeah,
well,
but I
they're
mean,
also
like,
watching it over and over again too, you
yeah,
know? And then
but I'm like,
you're like, wait, what did I just see? Because it's like you elicited a response where people are, it's, you know, it's really creating a reaction. And that's how you create an impact. That's how you make waves and how you move on TikTok.
yeah.
It's why people connected to it. It's why it, you know, it went viral.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like I also had tons of people and mothers and parents supporting me because they were like, yeah, it's your choice, like, and this was our choice, and I think that's great. Like,
Exactly.
honestly, I have so many friends who have kids, and I fully support them because that's what they wanted, and that's like I'm happy for them, and they understand that that's not what I want for me, and they support me in that.
But what you were saying too about, you know, community, how
Yeah,
you're having all these women who, you know, feel like you're representing um, something that they're able to connect with, and they're, you know, they're seeing that and they're sharing that with you, and then they're supporting you, and then they're helping you feel better about, um, you know, standing by. Oh my goodness, my cats. Okay, by, you know, by standing by your choices and as well as presenting them, you know, in a
yeah.
public way. Why don't I just take a look at the what I thought my 30s would be like? That song. Okay, so first of all, where did you find the sound? I never heard of the sound. You're the first video I heard of this, like that combination is so hilarious because it's such a like a 180 like that's so cool. So I mean obviously someone remixed it, I guess, you know, did that,
Yeah,
they stitched
I
it.
just like, I was scrolling through TikTok and honestly I found it. I think it was like I've seen it with a few animal videos.
Yeah.
So like kind of like what my dog thinks he looks like, and it'll be like pictures of a wolf or something like that, and then like him like chasing his tail or something like that.
Oh,
So
so you found it on animal TikTok or something, you're saying,
no,
right?
yeah, like I think it was on like an animal TikTok.
Animal tick. Well, I mean, look,
Account.
there's literally different like I don't know. I
Oh
think that's
yes,
so
I know.
interesting. What?
I
No,
said,
there's
yeah,
different
I
like
know. There's so
TikToks. Like there's
many
different. Like,
different
how did I get?
niches and stuff.
to this side of TikTok. I'm on the wrong side of TikTok. That's a whole other story. I think that's so interesting. So yeah. No, I think that in this video you really capture everything that it is, you know, so conventionally you're supposed to be able to accomplish in your 30s. And my gosh, you're in your early 30s. Like, man, they expect so much of us. Like, the world is like, wait a minute, wait a minute. I honestly, I don't think you knew that you were going to kind of get as involved as you were. And I get a sense that, you know, the community was a really, really important thing for you, that really kind of felt like, you know, once you had kind of found your place here and you met your friends and your people, you knew you wanted to stay and just kind of see where it took you, right? So maybe it started for fun, but you know, it's also now just kind of, you're part of this amazing community, and you want to just continue. So
Yes, it's
yeah.
been kind of like an interesting journey for sure. Like I found that uh, it's just basically I got so involved in TikTok, and I've kind of like I've been neglecting my Facebook and Instagram for sure.
I
but
know, how do people do it?
but it's just like the
How do
sense
they
of
do it all?
community on TikTok is like it's way stronger. Like it's just like, and you feel like you really make connections with these people. You see videos of them every day, right? Like I'm watching out for videos of my favorite creators, like,
Right.
and I'm always excited, and I always like watch them through, and I always have to comment, I always have to share, I always have to, you know, like, because to me it's like this great community, and I've
Go
got all these
follow
great
Marissa. You know, that's amazing. You're like the, you know, the consummate, like, you know, TikTok friend. Like that's awesome. Like, you know, you do everything. You comment, you like, you share, and
yeah,
doing that
yeah, and
trifecta
like
is so important. So
to me, I always feel like it's so important to like share the love and spread the love, because like I have all these people supporting me and I want to support them back, right? Because like, so people who are commenting on my posts, I always try to go to their pages after they've commented, and I'm like, and try to show them love as well. And like, it just like, I'm scrolling TikTok so late, like I'll be in bed and I'm like, tired, but I'm like, I have so many people I have to like, I have to reply to all my comments, because I always have to
I
reply to my
know.
comments. Like it bothers me if I don't reply to my comments. So I always have to reply to my comments, because like I appreciate that people took the time to comment. And
Yeah.
then the fact that I have to go through, like I'm like, oh my god, I didn't go to this person's page today, I have to go to this person's page today, because I haven't said anything on any of their videos, I haven't commented, I haven't liked, I haven't shared, you know. And like to me it's really important to like keep up the sense of community, right? And like I don't want people ever being like, oh my god, Marissa didn't come to my page today. Like,
Add into like the whole fourth full-time job thing here, because like I guess like the third is like making TikTok videos. The fourth is keeping up with your
yeah.
TikTok account and comments, and yeah, people seem to really start blowing up once they reach 10K. You know, they're at 30K in 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
So, girl, get ready. I think you're, you know, on your way. And like I said, you know, you might be here for, you know, doing this for fun, but you never know. So
Yeah.
it's been a really exciting, really awesome journey so far for you, and I've loved seeing your awesome videos and really getting to feel like I've gotten to know you through your videos too. So
Yeah, it's been like, it's kind of crazy, because I feel like, I don't know, I just honestly, I joined for fun, and I don't know where it's going to go. I don't really have like a particular plan or goal. Like I'm just having fun. Every video I create, I don't like, it's just my sense of humor. And
exactly.
and sometimes I'm releasing stuff that's my sense of humor. Sometimes I'm releasing stuff to introduce people to fencing. So sometimes I have like more serious videos where I'm like, hey, here's a little bit of information.
Right.
But for the most part, like I'm just having fun and creating what I feel like creating that day.
And I think that balance of like providing value by giving people like information that they can actually, use for certain things, like, to learn about something that they don't know, they didn't maybe know about before. And then balancing that with other videos where you're kind of showing another side of your personality and you're making them laugh. And, I think that's a really great, well-rounded way of, kind of doing your content. So, yeah. All right. So I think on that note, it was wonderful getting to hear, getting to hear your story. You have such an interesting, fascinating, story with fencing. And, I'm excited to see, where that takes you to. And I wish you luck getting to the Olympics. And, obviously first we got to get through this
COVID.
That's just a bit of an obstacle there. And then things will eventually get back to normal. And then and then the Olympics doesn't even seem like that big of a compared to getting over this. The Olympics seems like nothing.
I know.
That's so funny. But yeah, so that was really, really interesting, and it was wonderful also getting to know you too, and kind of just to hear about how TikTok has been for you, and I wish you luck, and I'm excited to be a part of that journey with you as well, and to continue being your friend on TikTok. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching our first interview here with M. Punich on TikTok. Be sure to follow her, and you're going to love her amazing content. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel to find out about more awesome creators, to learn all about the hottest news and trends on TikTok. Don't forget also to check out thehypelounge.com, your home off of TikTok, where you'll be able to get everything you could ever dream of TikTok related. I'm your host, Jana. This is The Hype Lounge, and we'll see you next time. All right, have a great day.